Hi friends, happy morning. Saint Joseph, defender of women's rights. Women's rights are human rights, and human rights are women's rights, exploded Clary Clinton in a speech as the first lady to the United Nations Fourth World Conference on Women in Beijing way back in 1995. Her strong statement propelled this reality into the mainstream, albeit after centuries of sidelining gender equality. It catapulted women's movement to the center stage of public discourse across nations. Feminists, both male and female, offered the support to women in their cry for basic human rights to life, dignity, equal opportunities, and all. 25 years on, Pope Francis, credited for many a first in his papacy, recently broke off the traditions by electing a woman for the senior Senate post. His bold step in appointing Sister Nathaniel Pequod as one of the under secretaries to the general secretaries of the Synod of Bishops indicates his stance on women empowerment, even at the expense of upsetting the apple cart of a neatly arranged patriarchal church. As the Fondip has dedicated this year to Saint Joseph, the spouse of Mary and the foster father of Jesus, it's fitting that we reflect on this daring defender of women's rights and a pro life model. Saint Joseph, a male feminist for excellence. Saint Joseph was a part of the Jewish society in ancient Israel where women in general were discriminated and despised. They were relayed from one male authority to another as per the age, brother, father, their betrothed, and husband. Adultery was a grave sin punishable by stoning to death. Joseph, as per the law, was within his right and duty to put Mary, whom he found pregnant outside wedlock, to shame and to cruel death. She shall be brought to the entrance of her father's house, and there her downsman shall stone her to death. Deuteronomy 22:20. But he proved himself to be a true male feminist, accepted Mary, shielded her, and respected her inherent woman's dignity as a human being created in the image and likeness of God. Saint Joseph, who stood by a socially ostracized woman, shared her angst and supported her stance as a role model for feminist men of all times. The guardian of virgins. Saint Joseph is known to be the guardian of virgins. The word virgin as an adjective means something pure, fresh, unadulterated, and undefiled. God, all holy, would not have chosen an unchaste man to be the spouse of Mary, the Virgin Mother of Jesus, his sinless Son. He chose the righteous Saint Joseph to be the head of the Holy Family under the title Guardian of Virgins. Saint Joseph lived virginally with the Mother of God as her husband, as great scholars Bet and Alcuin secondly put. Saint Joseph, as a guardian of Mary's virginity, always withheld himself from any marital act. St. Thomas Aquinas incorporated this fact. We believe that just as the mother of Jesus was a virgin, so was Saint Joseph, because God placed the virgin in the care of a virgin, and just as he did this at the close of his earthly life, so he did do it at the beginnings of his earthly life. The Lord was unwilling to commend her virgin mother to the care of anyone except a virgin. How could he have borne the fact that her husband had not been a virgin and remained as such? Matthew 12:46 and Galatians 1:19. In our times of hedonism, where virginity is denigrated and virgins are ill treated, Saint Joseph, with his virginal integrity, shines as the guardian of virgins. Saint Joseph, a pro life patron. When human life in a high tech era has become the cheapest disposable commodity to suit the greed and convenience of the consumerist society, Saint Joseph stands as a model who was avidly committed to different life. He took risks in violating the social norm of his time and protected the lives of the pregnant Mary and her child from a brutal death. He saved the life of the child Jesus from a killer king by understanding a long and arduous journey to Egypt. 4 times he woke up from his sleep and instantly obeyed God's angel for the safety of the child's life. Saint Joseph is being venerated as the patron of the unborn. In a world where a rampant abortion with a little restriction is given, Saint Joseph, who defended human life as the most precious gift of God, shows us the way. Saint Joseph, an unassuming head of the Holy Family. Saint Joseph was a humble man, well aware of his subordinate place with respect to Mary and Jesus in order of grace. Saint Joseph accepted his role as a spouse of Mary and guardian of the Son of God and carried it out with great humility and calm. He was often overshadowed by the glory of Christ and the purity of Mary. Although he was the sole breadwinner of the Holy Family, who protected and provided for Jesus and Mary by his toilsome trade of carpentry, named Jesus, Matthew 1:21, taught him how to pray, work, to be a man, Luke 2:40. Saint Joseph, who humbly resigned to God's holy will, remained in the shadow.